please turn to the How to Use the Oven page in your packet and follow along. Now we will go over how to turn on an oven. There's an oven set dial on the top of the oven. So you need to turn the oven on by pushing in the dial and turning to the right until you reach the desired temperature. So, say I wanted to preheat my oven to 450 degrees. You'll see that the dot is lined up with 450. So I'm going to wait for that to preheat, and that's to temperature. When the oven is on, you'll see a red light. Once the oven is to temperature, once it's at 450 degrees, you'll hear a beeping sound or the preheated light will turn on. When you're done making whatever it is that you want to bake, you're going to place the item inside the oven and set your timer. In order to set the timer, you will hit the timer on button, hit the plus sign with the minutes. Say I'm baking cookies for 10 minutes. And once this green flashing light stops blinking, okay, zoom in so you can see, the timer is set and it'll begin to count down. Once the 10 minutes is up, you'll hear a beeping and it's time to take out the baked good from the oven. Please turn to the How to Use the Stove page in your packet and follow along. Okay, so I'm going to start off by saying we have two types of ranges in the classroom. We have a gas and an electric range. So what I'm standing in front of now is an electric range, okay? A range is another word for the oven and the stove. Okay, so come closer so you can see the difference. Now, an electric stovetop have coils on the top. You won't actually see a flame when the stove is turned on. On the top of the range are dials for the stove and the ovens. The stove dials have pictures on top indicating what burner you're going to turn on. So for example, this dial will turn on the front right burner, okay, which is this one here. Okay, front right. The dial next to it would turn on the rear right burner. Okay, in order to turn on the burners, you're going to push the dial in and turn it to the right until you reach the desired temperature. So if I wanted the burner to be at medium heat, the dial with the line would be pointing to the word medium. Once the burner's on, you'll see a red light indicating that the surface unit is on and it's starting to heat up. To turn off the burner, simply go back to the left until the line is at the off position. Again, with the electric stoves, there will be no flame. So now I'm going to explain how to use a gas stove. Come on over so you can see the difference. The gas stove on the top has burners where you will actually see flames coming out. I'll show you how to turn these on. Similar to the electric stove, you have dials with pictures to indicate what burners you'll be turning on. So I'm going to turn on the front right burner on this stove. Now, when you turn on a burner that's gas, you're going to start to hear a clicking sound right before the flame shows. So I'm going to push in, turn to the left to turn on the gas, and then the flame appears. And then you want to lower the heat to your desired temperature. Again, I'm going to turn it off by going the opposite way. The gas, again, you'll hear a clicking sound, and then you'll see a flame. Lower the flame to your desired temperature. Turn it off by going the opposite way.